Hi, I'm Paul Morris. I'm a nurse practitioner at Arizona Pain. I grew up here in Arizona, in Mesa specifically. I'm one of 8 kids, so my family is fairly large. I am the 4th child. I'm one of 4 sons, so 4 sons, 4 daughters. Good split, which makes me a well-rounded individual. Growing up and through to this day, I've always really enjoyed sports. So I like to play sports. I enjoy watching sports on TV. When I married my wife, I made sure that she was of a similar cut. So we do like to play sports together as well. Back in the day when I was in school, I thoroughly enjoyed the sciences. Sports science was not really a thing back then. I don't know, this was like 20 years ago when I was young. But ultimately, I channeled that, I guess, towards my college years when I started to be able to look at, hey, what career do I want to have, And I knew I enjoyed science. I knew I enjoyed sports. Is there a thing that could put them together that would still make me a good enough paycheck that I can raise a family? Because I came from a big family, so I wanted to have a big family. So ultimately it led towards, well, medicine would probably be a decent career, right? Because yes, you get the scientific stuff that I love, but also you have an opportunity to see people that are potentially in sports and being active, right? And ultimately, did I know that would lead to here? Not necessarily, but I'm happy with where I've landed, because we do get to see a lot of people that are just trying to stay active and be functional and do things that make them happy. And so if I'm able to give them a little bit more of that in their life, fantastic. One of the things that got me into pain medicine is my father. He's always suffered from significant neck and shoulder pain. And even when I was a nurse, they had this conference when I was a brand new graduate nurse that was for pain champions, right, at Banner. And I was like, sweet, I'll go do it so I can learn some stuff to help my dad, hopefully. And turns out they didn't teach me a whole lot at it, but they gave me a good introduction to what is available in pain medicine. And so I think that's something that has drawn me to this field as well, is like, I know my dad has this condition. I know he doesn't like this condition. I know he wants to be more functional. What can be done to help somebody like that? And it helps to humanize it a little bit for me rather than, you're just another patient. It's like, no, you're a patient that has probably a wife or a husband or kids or family or friends or whatever, and you are limited in your ability to do things with them because of this pain that's probably going on forever. And so that's one of the things that has helped me come to this field as well. I've been with the company more or less for about 3 years. Why have I stayed at the company for more or less 3 years? It's because of the way that we approach pain medicine. Lots of patients come in, my father, when I've talked to him, the way that some people in some practices do pain medicine, I do not think is the best way to do it. It's here's a pill, here's a poke, here's a surgery, whatever, and then you're done. The multidisciplinary approach that we have, where we're including rehab, physical therapy, chiropractic care, some of the more conservative things like muscle injections, medications as needed, as well as having the opportunity to do some of those more advanced things where they're putting steroids into right where the nerves are coming out, or we can do neuromodulation. Because we have the full deck of cards available to us, and because we are trained and the way that we approach it as, hey, let's use all of these cards that we have on the table, gives people much better results, but also makes them feel like, yeah, they're actually doing everything that they can rather than just, hey, give us your money, get out of here. Which I feel like a lot of patients that come to us, that has been their experience, is, I did some stuff and I feel like, I don't know, it kind of helped, but at the same time, I don't feel like it was cohesive. And so that cohesive approach that we have goes a long way for patients. That's what has kept me here. There was a lady not too long ago, who came in. She has fusions in her thoracic spine and in her lumbar spine. She still has crazy amounts of pain. And we were doing all the stuff that we could do. We did some chiropractic care, we did injections, we did epidurals, everything like that. And then the mild procedure became kind of more of a thing that we're doing, right? And I was like, I don't know if it'll help necessarily, right? Because you don't necessarily fit the classic mold for what we'd expect it to do. We did it anyways, because what did she have to lose, right? She's already got fusions all through her back. Did the mild, and for that area that we treated with the mild, she says she hasn't had that kind of relief for years. So basically, the surgery that was massive undertaking and everything like that didn't get her good results. This small, simple procedure done way after the fact gave her better results than anything else she's done. At least that is how she feels at this time. And so something like that is very cool to me, where it's like, yeah, a small or a simple change can make a significant difference, especially for these people that are kind of at the end of the line of like, no, we've kind of done everything. What else is there to offer? Great, I'm glad that we have this new procedure that we can do. And she was particularly grateful for it because it was the first time she's had relief in years, according to her. So it's a cool story.